Hello, everybody. This is the complete version of Lee Rodarte's police interrogation. You're going to notice that I've cut this video up for the sake of time, removing all of the dead air and just leaving us with the meat and potatoes of the interrogation. Don't mind the lapse in the timestamps at the upper left-hand corner of your screen. Enjoy.
No, I don't have it. No, I got the small one.
Yeah, that's what I have.
I had it. Okay, I'll use this. That's fine. This is my spare. Can you lean forward? There you go. Makes it better.
It's hard to get to those holes in there, so I know that's not comfortable by any means.
I got tired of buying new handcuffs too. I think I lost two in the last 2 months. I said, you know what? No more.
Yeah.
They were hinge cuffs too.
How'd you lose them?
Lending them out to people. I'll give them right back. And then they're marked, and I'm just waiting till they come back into the system.
Right.
Come back around my way. Me, I'm the guy that always returns them.
Right. Boss, you would put your hands on your head. I gotta pat you down.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No problem.
Spread your legs for me. Do you have anything in your pockets that?
No, I think they got it all.
Okay.
I have his hat and some loose items in my trunk. I'll go get them.
Okay. I just wanna. Just our policy.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I wanted to talk to you, or actually, we wanted to. You want some more water?
Please. Actually, would it be all right to use the restroom one more time before we start
Come
off?
on. You bet. I'll walk out there.
All right,
Let me grab, hold on 1 second, let me grab somebody,
No problem.
we'll go. Yeah, no worries. You wanna- Okay, Neil. Yeah, we're good.
Sorry.
Come on.
Okay.
You good? Come on. You want some water?
Please. That'd be all right.
Yeah. I might have grabbed some. You got a water? Like I said, I want to kind of go over some stuff. I know we talked the other day just for a few minutes, and I had some concerns about a couple things. And oh, okay, oh, there we go. Anybody else want to talk? There we go. I wanted to talk to you about Savannah. So I just had a couple of things that came up that I wanted to ask you about specifically that didn't seem to line up. So I wanted to
Yes, sir.
come down and talk to you. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Go on.
So let's get just a couple. Just make sure I've got your basic information. It's Lee, and tell me how you pronounce your last name.
Rodarte.
Rodarte. Okay, and that's Rodarte.
Yeah.
Right, and it's 1081 Halifax Road, Jacksonville. What's the zip there?
32216.
32216. Okay. Date of birth is 8/11 of 88.
Yep.
And 5/11.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your approximate weight?
It's been a while since I weighed myself, but probably about 163, something like that.
163. Okay. And what color eyes do you have?
Brown.
Brown. Hair is
Brown.
brown. And what's your phone number?
904
Okay.
452
452. Yes, sir.
6094.
6094. Okay. Just make sure I have that. And white male. How old are you?
28.
28. And can you read and write?
Yes.
What's the last school you went to?
Forest High School.
Oh yeah.
Before it was renamed.
Yeah. When did you graduate from there?
06.
Okay. 2006. All right. And you can read and write. Have you had have you drank any alcohol today? Any drugs today?
I took an Adderall that my buddy gave me
Okay.
because I was there so late last night. I
Yeah,
came
yeah.
in and was super tired. Like, here, take this.
Okay. Adderall.
Yeah.
And do you normally take that?
No, I was. I've taken one a long time ago. Like,
Okay.
I wouldn't say high school, a little bit after high school, but it's been years.
Okay. Yeah. But nothing to drink alcohol-wise?
No.
Okay. And about what time do you think you took Adderall?
It was probably 12-ish.
Like noon?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you understand what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Being able to communicate,
Yes, sir.
okay, it didn't, make
No.
you not be able to. Okay, yeah. And no alcohol. You said you can read and write?
Yes.
Perfect, awesome. I want to ask you some questions, but I want to go over your rights. We are currently at 501 East Bay Street, which is the Police Memorial Building. Today is August the 5th, 2017, and it's approximately 7:15. Make sure we got that. Yep. So we'll say 7:15 p.m., give or take. Will you read that top line to me?
Yeah, the following rights under the United States Constitution.
Perfect. I'll read these with you, and you can just kind of follow. You do not have to make a statement or say anything. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you make a statement, or before any questions are asked of you, and to have the lawyer with you during any questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to you before any questioning if you wish. If you do answer questions, you also have the right to stop answering those questions at any time and consult with your attorney or with a lawyer. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. You just sign there that you understand them. That isn't admitting or not saying anything. It's just saying you understand those rights. Okay. Perfect. I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right. So, Savannah, you said that you knew her and you guys had, you knew her from work. I mean, just kind of fill me in with that. How long have you known her?
Like I said, I've known her obviously since she started working there. I would say probably about 8 months ago
Yeah.
or so, we started hanging out outside of work. And at the time, I had a girlfriend. But I kind of, we kind of connected, me and Savannah. So we hung out a little bit here and there. Got pretty close. We come from, I guess, somewhat similar backgrounds, I guess you should say.
Okay.
She didn't have it the best growing up, neither did I. So we kind of connected and hung out for a little while. I'd probably say a period of 2-3 months.
Okay.
And then she started using drugs
Okay.
a lot.
Okay.
Now, I used them with her, not the same drugs that she used all the time, but I did them with her a couple times, and then she started to get heavy into them, and
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
so I kind of just tried to take a step back, and put things off, and after that, me and my ex started kind of chit-chatting again.
Okay. And who's that? What's her name?
Her name's Chelsea.
Okay. All right.
So we kind of started chit-chatting again. Never really 100% because obviously, she was still kind of upset about me hanging out with Savannah and stuff
Okay.
like that. And then probably a month or so ago, I saw Savannah at work, and she looked healthy again. She gained a little bit of weight, and just friendly talk at work. Telling her, hope everything's been good, and she told me, that I guess she did a lot of drugs and ended up in the hospital. She ended up missing I want to say a couple of days, 3 or 4 days from work.
Oh, okay.
So obviously, me being pretty close to her, I was concerned and everything. But after she came back, she looked good, and she ended up telling me that I guess, over those 4 days she detoxed pretty well, and she kind of caught a, new sense into why she shouldn't do some drugs so
Good for her.
much.
Okay.
And like I said, she looked good. She started looking healthy. So we kind of were talking, here and there. We hung out a couple times. She came over to the house, and we just kicked back, drink a couple beers, watch movies, stuff like that.
Okay.
And then as we hung out, after a couple times, she brought drugs over. And I told her, I was like, you're doing really good. You can't, you shouldn't be doing it again. You're finally gaining weight, because when we were together the first time, she was, you know, she got really petite and
Okay.
just didn't look well, which is kind of why I took a step back. Plus, my father used a lot of drugs growing up, and my mother used a lot of drugs growing up,
Okay.
and it was just kind of a hard thing to see, you know, every time that we hung out.
Okay.
Like I said, we did, you know, we took like some pain pills here and there
Mhm.
on occasion, but then she started like bringing heroin over and stuff
Oh,
like
gotcha.
that. And
Okay.
that's, you know, my mom was addicted to methamphetamines when she was, when I was younger. So
Okay.
those hard drugs just kind of scare me a little bit. So that's why I took a step back the first time.
Okay.
And then I felt like she was better, you know, as we hung out recently. And she brought drugs over to my house the last time that we hung out.
Okay.
And we would text here and there. I would ask her how she's doing, you know, hope her day's going good. Just because I told her when she left the last time that we hung out, I was like, you know, you're doing really well. Stop doing this, you know, you can
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I heard that she just kept, you know, was doing the same thing.
Okay.
So we texted a couple times, and I ended up telling her, I was like, hey, you know, for one, I'm dealing with a lot of personal stuff myself right now as it is. You know, I'm a little depressed. But I think we're moving too fast. I think we should, you know, stop talking.
Okay.
And she said, I understand, it's completely fine, no problem, you know. She said, I'll delete your number, I'll never text you again.
Okay.
And I said the same. I was like, you know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, you know, try to jump back into things. I think we moved too fast. And I said I wouldn't text her either, just to, you know, kind of split
Yeah,
mutual
just be
ways.
mutual. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries. Okay.
And that was the last time that we text.
Okay.
When was that?
Yeah.
When was that?
It was probably 2-3 weeks ago,
Okay.
sometime in July.
Right. Right. Yeah, and I think that's one of the things you said was that was the last time that you had contact with her.
Yes.
As far as I don't want to put words in your mouth, so I mean you correct me.
That was
at
the
any
last time that I texted her.
Yeah, text or a phone call or a messenger
Yeah.
or anything like that. 2 to 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Okay. And then the last time, when was the last time you saw her?
This is what I was a bit. I didn't tell you the truth when we talked at Bonefish.
Okay.
Last time I saw her was Wednesday afternoon.
Okay.
I heard that she has been basically telling a lot of people at work that we hooked up a bunch, like a couple days before that, and that she was going to like tell about the whole situation and, you know, try to get me fired. And
Now,
things
why
like
why
that.
would that get you fired? I
Well,
don't know.
I'm a manager and she's an employee. So I mean,
Okay,
it's-
so you
it's
guys
a-
aren't supposed to fraternize?
Yeah.
Or, okay, I got you.
And she just told people, I guess, that she was out with that work at the restaurant that we were having sex
Okay.
and, you know, hooking up and stuff like that, and that I was her boyfriend and this and that. So I was a little upset. Obviously, you know, I care about my job.
Sure. How long you been there now?
It'll be 5 years in December.
Okay. Yeah, right.
So I was a little upset. So I met her in the parking lot at Bonefish
When's this?
Wednesday afternoon.
Okay. Well, do you know what time or about?
It was about 5:30.
Okay.
When you say you met her, was she meeting you too, or?
I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't call her.
Okay.
I just drove up there to see if maybe she was working. I was
Okay.
gonna, you know, talk to her, and
Did you
as
know
I was,
she was working that night?
I did.
You did not.
I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Okay, you knew she was working that night.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I drove up there, and I was hoping to get a chance to talk to her.
Okay.
I pulled in the parking lot. She pulled in a little bit after me. I parked, and I said, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" And she said, "Yeah, what's up?" And I was like, "I heard you've been saying some things about me and you continuing to hang out, and you know that we're boyfriend and girlfriend." And she asked me, she said, "Can I come sit in the car? Because I just did some heroin and I'm a little paranoid."
Okay.
I said, why are you doing that? You know, you're doing really well. You shouldn't have been doing that.
Okay.
And so she came and sat in the car, and I explained to her the situation. I told her that servers at Bonefish were coming to me and telling me that you're telling people when you're out that we're still having sex and we're boyfriend and girlfriend. And I said, I would appreciate, you know, I need you to stop. Because for one, it's jeopardizing my job. We agreed to, you know, split, stop talking mutually and just move on and, you know, be cordial or whatever. But it was nothing more than that. And she said, I'm going to do what I want. You can believe what you want. I didn't tell anybody anything. And I told her, I said, the girl that you were out with told Chelsea that we were still having sex and that you were just at my house like yesterday and hanging out, and
The girl that she was out with when?
that Savannah was out with a couple nights prior.
Okay, gotcha.
I guess at one of the bars
Okay.
in Mandarin.
And who was that?
Bonefish. The girl that
Yeah.
she was with,
Yeah.
her name was Rachel.
Rachel. Okay. And Rachel told Chelsea.
That Savannah was saying that, because me and Chelsea talk, you know, we're very, you know, friendly at work, you know, we joke back and forth.
Okay.
And Savannah said, yeah, I did say that, you know, I don't really like Chelsea, you know, and I said, well, look, you need to stop.
Okay.
Because for one, like I said, we agreed to go our separate ways. And it's jeopardizing my job, and it's making me really upset having to come into work, you know, or talk to Chelsea, and she just constantly, you know, badger me about stuff that you're saying that isn't true.
Yeah.
And I told her that she needs to stop. At that point, I got out, and I punctured the hole in the tire.
Okay.
And I said, no, stop. Like, I'm serious. I don't want to talk to you. It's not good for us, so let's stop. And she just said, why'd you do that? I said, well, I'm upset. You know, I apologized after. I told her I would get her a new tire. And she said, fuck you. You know, you're a piece of shit. And I said, she said she's going to keep telling lies and stuff about me and everything like that. And I said, don't do it again, or next time it's going to be worse. It's going to be your windows.
Okay.
And at that point, she had her phone in her hand. She got out of the car and walked towards the main entrance from San Jose.
So, like, if
So this is
like I know Bonefish is like over here. This is San Jose. This is the bank. It's over here in this area. Where were you guys parked?
She was parked here,
Okay.
to the left of the ViStar ATM.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was parked here.
Okay. All right. So you're like here.
Yeah, I was
And she's over here?
I was probably 3 spaces away.
Okay, from
Or
her
so.
car.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
And what do you drive?
I drive a Chevy Malibu,
Okay. What color is it?
silver.
Silver Chevy Malibu.
Yeah.
Does it have Colorado tags, Florida tags,
tags.
Georgia tag? Okay. And when you got there, did you pull into the parking place? Did you park sideways? Did you park
I pulled
backward?
in. I backed in.
Okay, you're backed in.
Yeah.
You backed into this parking place over by the bank area, by the ViStar ATM.
Yeah.
And you're driving a silver Chevy Malibu with a Florida tag. Okay, and then she pulls in over on this side of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so like if you're in the car and you're sitting here, she would be on your left.
So
You're
if
the
I'm,
driver's
if
side.
I'm sitting facing forward, yeah, she was on the
Okay.
driver's side.
Does she back in? Does she pull in?
She pulled in.
Okay, all right. So when she gets out, she's close enough to you, and that's when you motioned her over or called her over or said, hey, can I
Yeah, I
talk
just
to
said,
you?
hey,
So-
can I talk
Okay.
to you?
Were you by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, nobody was in the car with you.
No.
Was anybody in the car with her?
No.
Okay. All right. What was she wearing?
Her uniform.
Uniform? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then she comes over. she says, "Can I get in the car?" If I say anything wrong, correct me.
Okay.
I'm gonna repeat back. But if I don't get something right, I need you to make sure I'm saying the right thing. Okay. You say, "Hey, can I talk to you?" She walks over, approaches on the driver's side. You in the car or out of the car then?
In the car.
Okay, you're sitting in the driver's
Yeah.
seat. Okay. And she asks, can she get in because she's just done heroin?
Yeah.
Okay. And then how does she do it? Does she shoot up, snort, smoke?
She snorts it.
Okay. And then
She's
comes.
told me she shot up before, but
Yeah.
never in front of me.
Okay. And then she comes and gets in the car with you.
Yeah.
And is your car a 2-door or 4-door?
4-door.
4-door. Does she get in the front seat or the back seat?
She gets in the back, and I asked why she got in the back.
Okay.
She was like, I just don't want anybody to see me, you know.
And where did you get into?
She said, you can come back here and we can talk.
Okay.
And so I got out and I got in the back seat.
Okay, so you guys are both in the back
Yeah.
seat now. Okay, got you. All right. I wasn't sure. And then how the conversation went. Basically, you're telling her to leave you alone.
Yeah.
Stop harassing you, or stop. Why are you telling people that we're having sex and you guys, you don't want to jeopardize your job along
Yeah, I
those
just
lines?
told her, you know, especially since she was high, I was like, you know, we just don't need to have anything to do with each other.
Okay.
And she said, fuck you, you know, I'm going to keep doing this or whatever.
Okay.
So I got out and
And what did you
punctured a tire.
use to? Which tire did you puncture on her car?
driver's side front.
Front driver's side.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you puncture it with?
I had a small kitchen knife that I used as a Phillips head screwdriver one
Okay.
time.
Is that in your car or is that on your person? Is like a part of your?
It's
'cause
something
know
that
you're
I
a
had in
chef.
the car.
Okay. Okay.
It's not nothing I use at work. It was just one from the house that
Sure. Okay.
I needed a Phillips head screwdriver one time when I was out there. And I
Okay.
just had left it in there.
And it was in the car.
Is it a screwdriver you did it with?
No, it was
A
yeah, like a small Perry knife, I guess you would say.
Paring knife.
Yeah.
Did it have what color handle did it have on it?
It was just all metal.
Okay. An all metal paring knife.
Yeah.
Okay. And then did you cut it, puncture it,
I
something
just-
else? Stabbed it,
Yeah.
like a puncture it.
Yeah.
And then you got back in, and then what did you say to her?
I said, "Now, can you leave me alone? Like, I'm serious. I don't want to talk to you." And she said, "Fuck you. Why'd you do that?" And I said, and she continued to say that she's going to do whatever she wants,
Okay.
you know, and she'll say what she wants, no matter what. And
Okay.
I knew in my mind it was because she was high.
Yeah. So what did you say?
But I got
Obviously, you got to get pissed.
Yeah, I got aggravated.
I mean, I would too.
Yeah, I got frustrated.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, well, next time it'll be worse. It'll be your windows.
Okay.
And then
Now, you go ahead. I'm
no,
sorry.
go ahead.
Now, have you ever done anything like that before to her car?
No.
Okay. We were told that it happened before to her car. Have you heard that?
I didn't heard that.
You had not
her
heard
car
that.
had been vandalized before. No.
You have?
No.
Okay, so you didn't know about that.
No.
Okay. Same deal. Okay. All right. Okay. What were you were saying something about the after you got back? Did you get back in the car?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you get in the front seat or the back seat?
I got in the front seat.
Okay. That time you got in the front
Yeah.
seat. And where is she?
She was in the back seat still.
Okay.
And at that point, I said, you know, now leave me alone. She responded. I said, next time it'll be your windows.
Okay.
And she said, fuck you. You know, I'll do what I want. And she got out.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like she was either texting or calling somebody.
Okay.
Because as she started walking towards there's an entrance to the plaza.
Okay. Yeah. That's
Um,
closer towards
yeah.
295.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't say she was walking along the edge of the plaza, but she was walking maybe towards this way.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say an older model Ford pickup,
Mm-hmm.
green,
Okay.
drove past me and around, and she got in.
Okay. So, while you guys were in the car together, you guys are talking back and forth. She's not is she calling somebody while you guys are talking back and forth on the phone?
She didn't call anybody. No,
Okay.
she had her phone in her hand.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't think she texted anybody.
So she gets out of the car with you, and starts walking in this direction.
I was in the car.
You were in the car,
Still.
but she got out,
Yeah.
and now you were in the front seat.
Yes.
So she gets out of the back seat and begins walking in the direction of, not necessarily paralleling San Jose, but she's walking towards 295 or down towards that entrance area.
Yeah.
And then she's got her phone, and you said you thought she was calling somebody.
She had it in her hand and looked like, I mean, I couldn't tell if she was texting or
Sure.
not or anything.
But she had her phone out.
Yeah, she had her phone out and was looking at it, and then it looked like she was going to put it up to her ear, and then
Yeah.
the green truck came around,
Okay.
and she
How long
got
do
in.
you think it was between the time that she got out and started using her phone till that green truck pulled up?
Maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. So wow. So if she called somebody, they got there in 5 minutes to pick her up.
Well, I mean, like I said, it looked like she was going to call somebody, and that's when the green truck came around, and she got in.
Okay. So she gets in the truck. What happened at that point?
They drove back around, kind of looped around a little bit.
Which way did they drive?
So she would say like here.
Mm-hmm.
The green truck comes here, and then kind of just loops around.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked. I guess they exited that way, and at that point, I left.
They exited going which way? Down San Jose?
Towards Claire
295?
Lane. I guess to leave the.
So they come out on the back
Shopping
side of
center.
this bank, like this way,
Yeah.
towards Claire and San Jose.
Yeah.
And then you pull out. Which way do you go?
I go around and then go out the same way.
Same way.
Yeah.
Okay. And where do you go from there?
From there, I go home.
You just go straight home from
So
there.
tell me your route on the way home that you went.
295 all the way to Beach Boulevard to Grove Park, and then Grove Park.
How long does that usually take you?
Mm,
Depending on traffic, obviously.
I think it usually takes me about 25 minutes or so.
Okay. What happened to your neck?
That was self-inflicted, actually.
Why?
I just have been having kind of a hard time.
To your neck?
I couldn't. Yeah, I did. And
What did you use?
a knife.
When did you do that?
Some time in July.
You did that in July and it's still
Yeah.
bloody?
Well, I kind of peel the scab here and there at work, hitting it
Okay.
on stuff like that. I peeled it last night working,
Okay.
and it was coming off a little bit today, so I peeled that a little
Okay.
bit.
All right. Let me see.
But this was the same night. This one
Okay.
was just a lot worse
Yeah.
than this one was.
Okay.
Um,
And that was in July?
Yeah.
Okay. Like a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So who could you see who the person in the truck was?
The truck had fairly tinted windows. I saw a baseball cap.
Yeah. Okay. You see a guy, girl, white, black?
I couldn't really tell if it was a guy or a girl.
Okay.
I just remember seeing the truck drive and her get in.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm sitting in front and the truck drives right past me.
Yeah.
And I saw a baseball cap through the passenger window.
Okay.
But
So did it seem like she knew the person?
I mean, she got right in.
Had you ever seen the truck before?
No.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Have you seen it since then?
No.
Did
Why
she
did-
say?
Okay.
Well, did she say anything to you when she got out of the car, other than
She was just
Fuck
like,
you?
fuck you,
Okay.
I'm gonna do what I want. And then
She doesn't
got
say
out.
anything other than that. Okay.
Lee, why didn't you mention this before since we've been looking for this girl? I mean, don't you think that information
I mean,
is
it
important?
definitely does. And I regret obviously not saying anything before. I mean, I talked to Chelsea, and she said, you need to tell them what you know
Mm.
and everything.
When did you
like
talk
that.
to Chelsea? You talked to Chelsea about this?
Yes.
Okay. When did you talk to her?
The day that it happened,
Okay.
because I mean, her whole issue with me was me hanging out with Savannah
Sure.
prior.
Yeah, yeah. And if Savannah's out of the picture, then you guys can be free to have your relationship, be back together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Savannah's in the way, in essence, right? I mean, she's kind of creeped in. I mean, she sounds like she's an ass. I mean, she's that way to you. If she's out there telling people you guys are having sex, and if you're not, or if you are, then she's the one that's kind of pushing your buttons. She's pushing Chelsea's buttons.
I told Chelsea that I was gonna tell her, to leave me alone.
You were going
and
to tell
stop.
Savannah?
Yeah.
When did you tell Chelsea that?
I believe it was Tuesday
Okay.
night, maybe.
Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And you, how do you guys talk? Do y'all Facebook talk, text?
Text message.
Okay. And you have a Facebook?
No.
Okay. You don't have one at all?
I had one.
Okay.
I deactivated it maybe a month or two ago.
Okay. Okay. It's still there, or you don't use it, or you actually
I deactivated the account.
Okay. So it's not, you don't even have one that's out there then. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I did have one when Savannah and I first started talking. That
Okay.
was kind of how we talked.
You wait for you guys to talk without Chelsea knowing what was going on.
Yeah.
I'm not telling Chelsea. I'm just
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I come up and talk to you yesterday, I'm not threatening. I'm just I'm talking to everybody up there. What? Why?
Well, I just,
Okay.
I freaked out, to be honest with you. I mean,
This girl's
Obviously-
missing.
yes.
Okay, but you know she's been missing. I mean, you knew from, from in essence from day one that she's missing, and you freaked out that you had to know.
Obviously, I was the last one to see her, so
Yeah.
I was a little bit scared at that.
How do you know you just said you weren't the last one to see her? You just said somebody in a truck.
Well, I mean, the last one to see her at Bonefish.
Okay.
That the last one she's heard from. or
Right.
had contact with that anybody knows of.
Sure.
And I thought that I had a warrant out already.
Okay. What's the
Um,
warrant for?
I didn't go to a court date for a ticket,
Okay. Okay.
so obviously
But
I didn't.
I talked to you last night,
Yeah,
and I didn't have handcuffs. Wasn't threatening in any way.
definitely not.
And
but I mean,
I left. So, I mean, what were you? You were worried. If you were worried you were going to get arrested, then that would have happened.
well, I mean that's another reason that Chelsea called me and I said, I told him I didn't, know anything. What do I do now? I already.
When did you talk to
Already.
Chelsea about that? When did you talk to her
Um,
that you talked? It had to have been after last night. So was
Yeah.
it today?
no, I didn't talk to her today.
Okay, so I was up there talking to you last night at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So did you talk to her
No, I'm
after
sorry.
that?
It was earlier in the day. Because obviously I told her what happened the day that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And told her that I was going to tell Savannah to leave me alone
Okay.
the day before.
Mm-hmm.
And after I told her, what happened about me, puncturing the tire and her getting in the car with some guy,
Yeah.
we talked a little bit just about, how it's kind of crazy, what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I said, well, she hasn't hung out with the best of people in her past.
Okay.
And she asked me if I knew who it was. I said no. Just told her it was, a green truck.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything happened, and her mom and the police came up there
Mm-hmm.
and everything like that. So we talked Thursday night, and she said, "Hey, you need to tell somebody."
Okay.
And I was like, "I don't know what to do.
Mm.
I'm scared. I don't want to get in trouble for anything or have anything be a suspect or anything
Mhm.
like that." Which, I mean, obviously wasn't the right decision to make.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now,
Yeah, I mean, 'cause
obviously,
we're gonna find
it
out
looks
stuff.
Yeah, we could
obviously,
have gotten 3
Yeah.
days ahead for this.
obviously now it looks.
So you're saying that there's a green. What kind of truck was it?
It looked like a Ford, like a mid '90s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was a 2-door, maybe the ones with the little third door that you open from the side.
Okay. Well, the good thing about that is we should be able to verify all of those kind of things. That won't be a problem at all. Yeah, just I don't know. I mean, so you said that you told her that you had talked to us, but I don't think that could chronologically. I don't think that could match
No,
up. Okay.
we talked Thursday.
Okay.
And
Not last night after
no,
we talked. Or this.
we talked Thursday
Okay.
after her mom and everything was on the news.
Yeah.
She called me and was like, "Hey, everything's all over the news. You need to tell somebody." She said, "Call the hotline." or something like that.
Did you call the hotline?
I told her I did, just because I was scared to call that night.
But did you ever call the hotline?
No.
So this, you haven't told anyone yet of this, other than
Chelsea's the only person that knows.
Okay.
Just because I felt like I could, I
did you and
wanted
Chelsea
to be
talk,
truthful.
So after,
with
how'd that conversation go with you and Chelsea?
She kept asking me, it's like, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? And I would tell her, and she said it's crazy. And then she told me that, I need to call somebody and let them know that I was talk to her Wednesday, before the news said she went missing.
Yeah.
And I said I would.
Okay.
And I didn't.
How'd the conversation end with you guys?
She told me, she's basically said that she's not gonna, she doesn't want to associate with me because I talked to Savannah on Wednesday.
You had already told her you were going to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so here.
You see, the thing with me and Chelsea would argue all the time about me not telling Savannah
to cut it off or whatever.
Yeah.
But you go up and you meet. Chelsea knows that you're going to go meet Savannah Wednesday afternoon.
Yes.
She knows that.
Yes.
Afterwards, do you guys talk about how that conversation went?
Yes.
Okay. So she knows how the conversation ended.
Yes.
And you told her that night, Wednesday night, about the truck and about her and about you puncturing the tires. So you just called her and told her?
No, we spoke first via text.
Okay. So you text her from your phone that you slashed her tire or punctured her tire or anything like that. So that's on your phone?
Yes.
Okay, so that text message is on your phone?
No.
Why not?
Well, I took a picture of the tire first,
Mm-hmm.
And sent it to her.
Send it to Chelsea. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that can verify that.
Yeah.
Okay. So where's that? That's on your phone now?
No.
Okay. Why isn't it on
I
your phone?
deleted it once, Thursday came around and the police came up and everything like that. And, they said Savannah was missing because I freaked out. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like... Sounds crazy.
Which is...
So you...
obviously, me sending a picture of one of the things that they pointed out on the news kind of scared me.
Sure.
So,
absolutely. So how do you guys get together, or y'all talk anymore Wednesday night? Does she do a follow-up with you? How'd the conversation go? How'd the rest of Wednesday go?
She called me on my way home.
Okay.
And asked where I was. And I told her I was like pulling in my neighborhood. And then we just talked about the situation. She asked what I said to Savannah, what Savannah said to me, and how I stabbed the tire and everything like that. And she asked why, because she was texting me while me and Savannah were talking, and I didn't reply because we were talking, and we were going back and forth. So I didn't text her back, and I told her, I'm not ignoring you. We were talking, and then I said after I punctured the tire, I wanted to leave.
Okay.
Because obviously, get in trouble for stabbing somebody's tire.
Sure, yeah.
So I didn't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
So she called me and asked me what I was doing. I said, I'm in my neighborhood, about to go home. Went home. We texted a little bit more here and there. She asked me what I was doing, told her I was eating. I sent a picture of her after I got a shower because she was like, oh, I haven't got any pics or this and that. So as I was getting out the shower, I got the text message, and I texted her a picture of me getting out the shower because she said she didn't believe I was home or something like that. So I sent her a picture, and other than that, I hung out at the house.
Okay.
By yourself?
No, I have a roommate.
What's his name?
Aaron. Aaron.
So-
Bieger. Bieger.
Pieger.
Yeah, he's
P or B?
B.
B. Okay. Okay. He's what? Sorry.
He's who I moved in with.
Okay. So Wednesday night over at the house, it's you and Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Was
Yeah.
Aaron there when you got home?
No.
What time did he get home?
11-ish.
Okay.
A little bit after.
But before that, you just hung out at this house by yourself and ate?
I ate some dinner, took a shower. Chelsea actually came over Wednesday night, if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And what'd y'all do?
Just hung out, watched movies, drank a couple beers.
Okay. So where, when she's in the car, what does she say to you about what her plans are? So she's scheduled to work that night.
Mhm.
So she's going to work.
She didn't talk about. I mean, I assumed she was going to work.
Mm-hmm.
She was in her uniform, but she didn't say. When she got out the car, she didn't say anything after she got out of the car.
And she gets in that truck. Let's be honest. We won't even call her she. Savannah. Okay. Savannah. Again, with this picture, if we're using it in the same place, from where your drawing was, they drove over here. You're here, and they drive out over here. Do they stop? Does she get out and go into work? Does the truck keep going?
I didn't see once they turned the corner past the ATM.
Mm-hmm.
Once she got in and they left, I left
You
because I just.
Did you run into them on the road anywhere?
No.
Okay. Did she call you later on or text you later on?
Savannah, no.
Mm-hmm. No other contact with her?
No.
So where's Savannah right now?
I don't know.
Where would I find her?
I don't know.
That's my prime objective is to find her.
Definitely.
I think time's running out on her. And I think that...
I mean, I should have said something to you guys when I talked.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
should have
you
said
should.
something Wednesday or Thursday when it was brought to
So
everybody's
tell
attention.
me how I go from nice guy, never met you. You seem like a nice guy. I come up and talk to you. Again, out of you agreed that there was nothing threatening or anything about our conversation. Just asking you for some basic, simple things. We talked for just a few minutes, and you didn't tell me this story. I'm not going to say the truth because I think there's holes in this story too.
Okay.
So you don't tell me this story, and then today we're talking again because I brought you down to talk to you. Because I found holes in that story that didn't match up. And now you're telling me another story that there's holes in this story that does not match up. So where's Savannah?
I don't know.
Well, why were you being hesitant about Chelsea being at your house? You first said that you
I
went by yourself, you ate alone.
Yes.
And then
I ate
Aaron-
dinner alone, yes.
Right, but that's not true either because you ordered Papa John's.
Yeah,
For you, Chelsea.
I ate corn dogs earlier in the evening. And
And
when
you
Chelsea
put-
got there, she was hungry.
Right, but you said
So I said
clearly said
yeah.
you were alone.
When I ate the corn dogs, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm
I
saying.
remember specifically texting Chelsea, I'm eating corn dogs.
Okay.
And all that's on your phone.
No.
Why would
So-
you delete all that?
Just a conversation with you and Chelsea, you would delete about I'm having corn dogs?
That text might be on there.
Okay.
But once we got to talking about, me going up to Bonefish and everything like
Yeah,
that, Chelsea said, don't involve me.
Does Chelsea
You know.
believe you?
I don't know.
Okay. Just so you know, Chelsea thinks you're full of shit. Okay. Because we've talked to a lot
Yeah.
of people. So, and
And I mean, that's about the gist of, Chelsea's attitude towards me for the most part for the past months.
Okay.
Ever since me and Savannah.
Is that because
First.
you're a liar? I mean, to her, like in the
I mean,
past?
That's pretty much what she labels me as, yeah.
Do you
because
lie?
Not about, no. I mean, obviously I lied to her about
Okay.
hanging out with Savannah and stuff
and you
like
lied
that.
to me about Savannah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm not trying to say anything.
No, I understand.
I'm just laying out facts here. I want to find this girl. I need to find her.
I understand.
And here's a couple reasons I need to find her. One is I'm hoping that she's still alive. And that's really, I really do, I'm holding out for that. And if she's not alive, then I think she and her family are due that knowledge. I think
Closure.
I think they need some closure. Because I think the reality is if somebody's, dead somewhere, a parent would want to know. I think do you have kids?
No.
Okay, so one day when you have kids, the uncertainty is whatever kind of a person she is, and I'm not about to say what kind of a person she is, because I'm not making any judgments. I'm saying that this human being is, if she's alive, then I want to find her. I need to make sure she's okay, because several days now she hasn't been around. Things happen to the human body, and people can't stand a lot of things that can transpire. But the other thing is, if she's not, this family deserves better than this. This family deserves better than somebody who works with her and who's got knowledge and won't tell the police because they're worried about their own ass. Because that's pretty cheap. I'm gonna be honest with you. And
I agree.
your feelings in it, I don't really care about your feelings. What I care about is finding her. So where is she?
I don't know where she is.
Where is Savannah?
I don't know.
I need to know where Savannah is so I can
don't
let
know
her family
where
know.
she is.
You don't know because you had something done with her and you weren't involved in that part? I don't know. Tell me something. What can I work with?
I told you the last time I saw her.
But that's not true because we have proof. We have proof. And that's why we're sitting here, Lee. At this point, we need this for her. I mean, I look at that little girl and I think of my little girl. My little girl who's her age. That's who I think about. That was my little girl. I couldn't imagine. I don't care what she said about you or whatever, but my little girl is that age.
Maybe
And you're not telling the truth.
Maybe something gets out of hand in the car.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, you didn't do
Okay,
anything, but she
okay.
was in your car. She never got out of your car. She
She
never
got-
got out of your car. Lee?
We're not saying that you did anything. I'm trying to find her. I didn't say you
I
did
don't know
anything.
where she is.
Well, we can prove that you left with her in the car. So please, do everybody
this.
a favor and just tell us.
Where is she?
I don't
You
know.
got to be able to be able to separate. We're not sitting here saying you did anything to her. I don't know. She's on drugs. Maybe she passed. I don't know. I'm not in that car with you guys. I know that she's in that car with you. I have proof of all of those.
Okay, let me
things.
ask you, Lee. Then tell us now if you're being an honest man. Are you being honest?
Yes.
Okay, well then, let's start being honest. She never got out of your back seat, Lee. She never got out of your back seat. Video cameras don't lie.
Lee,
How do you know? How do you think I know this information, Lee? I wasn't there, but a video camera caught it.
tell me what happened.
I don't know.
What happened to her? Was it an overdose? Is that what happened? I don't know. I'm not in the car with you guys. You just said she was in your car and she had admittedly had done heroin. Bodies overdose all the time. Is that what happens? Does she overdose?
Okay, well tell us when you left with her in the car, because that is what is shown. We can't make up that. We can't falsify a video camera, Lee. I'm not lying to you, because you know I'm telling the truth, because you know that's what's on the video. How else would I know that? I don't, unless I have the video. Where did you go with her?
I didn't go anywhere with
You
her.
did.
No.
You did. So the video camera's lying?
I don't know this. I mean,
Well, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you. I'm not making that up. That's why I'm so passionate about this. This is someone's child. You might not have kids, but damn it, is she someone's kid? It's
I
not fair to
understand
her
that.
mom with stage 4 cancer. All she wants to know is where her daughter is. But I have this man sitting over here, a 28-year-old man, that first says, you haven't seen her. You didn't see her that day. To now the roles have reversed a little bit because we've been doing our background. Okay? And now you're saying that She was sitting in your car, which all lines up with the video, actually. I'm glad that you said you got in the back seat with her. All that lines up. Walking over to her car, puncturing her tire. Everything lines up. You come back to your car and going back to her car. Everything lines up. But you know what doesn't line up? After that passenger door comes open and shuts, comes open and shuts, she never gets out of that car. And you drive off. She never gets out of that car. There is no green truck. And that's not right to her. We're fact finders, Lee. I don't have anything personal against you.
No, not at all. I mean, it's
We're
over.
just fact finders.
Tell us
We're
what
just
happened.
doing
Where
our
is she?
job. No. Where did you go with her? Where did you go with her, Lee? Be human. You're a human. You're a man. Where did you go with her? I know you're not that cruel inside. Seriously. Where did you go with her?
Maybe you
Please.
don't know where she is now. Where did you go with her?
Please. I'm begging you, Lee. Please. Please tell us. Please don't make us waste any more of our time. Just tell us. Please tell us. Please. I'm begging you. I know you're not evil. Just tell us where she is. I'm begging you. Please. Please. Can you please just tell me? You do know. Is that how you wanted people to think? I know you're not an evil person. I don't see that in you. I don't see that in your history. I don't hear those things about you at work. Please tell us where you went with her. She never got out of your car. Please tell us, Lee, please. I'm begging you. For her family. Please. Please. She didn't get out of your car. And you know that, obviously. Please. Please, Lee. I'm begging you. As a human.
I don't know.
You too
Look,
know.
if I,
Please,
know.
Lee. Just please. Please don't make us do this any longer.
Yeah. For her family.
Can you
Just tell us where.
Can you just tell us?
Well,
Where did you go?
Where did you go with her then? Can you
At least tell us that.
at least tell us that part? Where did you go with her afterwards? She didn't get out of your car, and you know that obviously because I
and
know
we do
that.
too. That's why we're here. Just tell us where. Where did you go with her? Tell us that. At least point us in that direction. I owe her family. We've been no one's. We're not saying anything that you intentionally did anything. Just tell us where you went. Please.
Lee, it's not.
You're doing
right.
great. I mean, you already told us everything we already know.
It's not right, Lee. This isn't right for her family or for anybody. No one should have to go through this. I'm just human like you are. She's human. Her family. Everybody has feelings. Please. Now's the time to tell us. Because I don't think you're any kind of evil person.
No.
And I feel like you are going to tell us the truth. I do believe that. I do believe you're going to tell us the truth because I believe that you do have a conscience. Now's the time. Please.
That's all we're asking. Is just where'd you guys go? I think you're a good man. I think you want to do the right thing.
When y'all left out of there, you went down Clare Lane, you made a left on San Jose back to 295, and you get up on 295. Okay. Where else did you go before you went home? I mean, I know you eventually went home,
I
but...
didn't go anywhere. I went straight home.
Okay, so what did y'all do when you got home? Savannah was with you. She was with you. And that's okay at that point, but I need to know where did she go from there? Is she still at your house?
No.
Okay. Is she still in your car?
No.
Okay. Well, then where is she?
I don't know where she is.
Okay, then where did you last drop her off at?
I didn't drop her off.
Okay, well then tell me.
What happened? Where'd you guys go?
We went to my house.
Okay.
We did some drugs.
Okay.
Hung out for a little. And then she said she was going to catch an Uber home.
Okay. And did she call an Uber?
She pulled her phone out. Looked like she was using it. I wasn't hovering over her. I was pretty high. So, I mean, I wasn't... She told me she was leaving. She walked out the door.
What was going on in the
Didn't
back
do
seat?
anything to...
What was
you know.
going on in the back seat? For the doors to be kicked open. She kicked open that door 3 times, Lee. She kicked it. We saw it. And you know I'm not making it up because I wouldn't know this because I wasn't there. I would never know this unless we had video of it, correct? Yes, correct. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just a fact finder.
We're not gonna lie to you.
That door kicked over 3 times. Obviously something went on in that back seat. Tell me about that. What happened in the back seat? Did she get mad at you?
I mean, she was upset.
Yeah?
She tried to slap me. I slapped her. She went to get out. I grabbed her around her waist and said, "Where are you going? Why are you hitting me?" And she tried to slap me again. And then, you know, I was still holding her. And she calmed down. And we left. We talked. And we left.
Why would she leave with you after that? Why would she want to say, thanks for slashing my tires, thanks for grabbing me, thanks for trying to slap me, cool, yeah, I want to hang out with you tonight. Why would she?
I mean, we've gotten arguments plenty of times where she says she doesn't care what happens or anything like that.
But let's be honest. No one's going to go with some man willingly after all that. No one's going to do it. Please tell me where Savannah is.
No.
You do know. You do know, Lee. And right now is the time. You're so close, and I know you're going to tell me. I know you are because I just know you are. Because I know you want to do the right thing, but you're scared to do the right thing. I get it.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not.
Can you just tell me what I'm being charged with, please?
Yes.
Yeah. I want to.
I don't know yet, but at least I do know that you have the KPS out for your arrest for the DWLS.
We found that.
For the what?
The DWLS, I think. Yeah.
No.
But where's Savannah?
So what am I being charged with now? Driving while suspended license?
I don't know yet. I gotta talk to the attorney that's sitting out there watching this interview. Where's Savannah?
I don't know.
You do know. So you're gonna make me and our team and this whole entire sheriff's office and every person in the community to get out there after, after they know the truth of who she left with and sees the struggle in the backseat of your car. And you're gonna make all of us go and search Jacksonville for her when you could just easily tell me where she is? Is that what we're gonna put everybody through?
Think about this. All right. Sometimes people do wrong things, right? Some people make mistakes. It's what you do afterwards. I got a family that needs closure. They are now coming to the reality that she's no longer with us. I need closure for them. When stuff gets out, that you guys left and all that together and all that kind of stuff, you want people to remember you as a guy who said, okay, look, I'm going to do the right thing? Or do you want your family and everybody else to think that you're some evil, heartless person who won't tell us where she is? Why would you put your family and her family through all that? I don't think you're that kind of guy. I don't think you're evil. Something got out of hand. I get it. But what do you do after that? Here's what you do. You do the right thing now. Just tell us where she is. Closure for her family.
Lee, we understand. Listen, we understand.
We're not trying to hem you up on anything, man. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about this girl and her family. And your family.
She was serving.
Please tell me where to go find her. That's how people remember you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can work
We
with
can
that.
work with that, man. We can work with that.
What?
You gotta do the right thing now. You can do this. You can do the right thing.
She was hitting me. She wouldn't stop, and I squeezed back,
Okay.
and she was just,
Was she under your arm or something, or?
she started hitting me. You know, after I, slashed her tire,
All right.
and it went back and forth, and I squeezed her hard.
You squeezed her around her neck or around her neck with your hands?
She had her hands around mine.
Okay.
And then you had yours around hers and y'all were just fighting back with each other.
Okay.
She just wouldn't let go, and I didn't let go.
Okay.
Where is she now?
Please tell us where she.
You got the hardest part out. I understand
yeah.
that. And you got the hardest
Freaked
part
out.
Okay.
I left. All I wanted to do was leave me alone.
We know.
I know. You're doing good, buddy.
This pond on the west side off of Club Du Clay
Club Du Clay?
Yeah.
Okay.
and Longchamp.
Yeah. Okay. If I got a map printed out of that, you think you could just show me that? Okay. It's on the west side from Club Du Clay and Longchamp? Okay. And did you... You're great, thank you. Thank you. Let's get this over with and let's find her. Let's let her pants know.
When did you put her there?
Did you go straight there?
No.
No? Okay, what happened? You tell me. I'll quit.
After she stopped, I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I freaked out.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I have the faintest idea what's supposed to happen after that. So I go home and I don't know what to do, so we have a fire pit in our backyard, and I put it there. And then, you guys show up Friday night.
Okay.
I get even more scared.
Okay. Was she just put in the fire pit, or did you burn her, or what?
I dug a hole,
Okay.
put her there,
Okay.
and then I don't know why I thought it would help.
Mm-hmm.
You know, starting a bonfire.
Okay.
It did.
Okay. You're doing fine. Okay. You're doing the right thing now, man. You are.
So you moved her Friday.
Went through this morning.
This morning. Okay. And now was the area that you dug out there, was that, did she get burned at all, or you just tried, or what?
I tried.
Okay. You tried to burn her. Okay. Was she wrapped in anything, or just her?
No.
Okay. Okay. Did she still have on her work clothes?
No.
Okay. You took the work clothes off of her. Where are the work clothes?
I threw them away.
Okay. Where did you throw those away?
I just, on the way this morning, I just tossed them out.
Out the window? Do you remember about where you were?
No, I was just scared.
Okay. I agree. I get it.
It's Chelsea.
Okay.
Chelsea knows.
No,
Okay. You
I
just-
never told Chelsea.
You never told her.
Okay.
You never told her when she came over that night.
Okay.
Weren't you scared that she?
I was amazed. I didn't know what to do.
Was she was out back when that happened?
Who?
Savannah was out back when Chelsea came over. Okay. Yeah.
So you put her there that night on Wednesday, out in
Wednesday,
the back.
okay.
Is your roommate? Your roommate here,
He wasn't home.
but he knows.
No.
He doesn't know.
And then today you dug her up. Okay. And then did you put her in your car? Okay. Did you wrap her up, or just okay? What'd you wrap her in?
We had like some plastic and a blanket.
Okay. And did anybody help you, or did you see anything? Okay, just you at the house. And where did you put her in the car? In the trunk. Okay. And then you went. Tell me where you went to. I don't believe you did.
I thought me telling her to leave me alone would make things right.
Things right, yeah. And that
I didn't want to be.
that pond is Longchamp de Clay area. Okay. I'm gonna see if somebody will bring in a map, and we'll just make sure we get that. And you can just kind of show me. And then when you get there, about what time today was that? Do you know?
6:30
About 6:30 tonight.
this morning.
Oh, this morning. Okay, I apologize. So about 6:30 this morning, you go there. Were there cars out? Did you pull her? Is it? And I don't know the area. Is there? You pull around the backside or
We come
something?
down the front street, which is Club to Clay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Club Du
believe-
Clay.
Yeah.
It's a residential neighborhood.
Take a right onto, I think that's Longchamp,
Okay.
and just straight down. There's
Okay.
a pond at the end of the street.
Okay. And then just walk me through that. What happened there?
I pulled in. There's an area you can drive
Yeah.
like into the pond,
Mhm.
into the trees and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Did you just put it there? Did you float? Did you put something on the mat?
What made you go there?
How do you know that area?
I've been fishing there
Okay.
a long time
Okay.
ago.
Okay.
So it's off as you went off Collins Road, or
No,
you
I
went
got
off?
off of landing.
Okay, you went off of Blanding. Oh yeah, you went off of Blanding, and then you turned on.
Yeah, I know that area. I'm gonna see if
I
I'm
know
in
my
the map.
phone is like cracked, but there's one. You turned on that road to go down Club Du Clay, and it's now that one or over here? Is this one? No, nobody else was gonna see.
I was just freaking out. I didn't know what to do.
Did you? You didn't tell anybody?
It was an accident.
I know it was really tough.
I just, I told her to leave me alone. And then I slashed her tire and I got back in. And please, I'm serious, now leave me alone. Or next time it's gonna be your windows. And she started hitting me. And she didn't stop and she grabbed me. And I grabbed her back. And she wouldn't let go. I didn't let go.
Did you throw it in the water? Did you throw her in the water, Lee, or on the banks of the water?
She's pretty close to the banks.
Pretty secluded back there.
Wouldn't let go of me.
Is that how you got that on your neck?
No, I did this myself.
He showed me that was the pond.
I just want to make sure here, and I'll get you.
Yeah, it's that pond right there. He said you turn on Longchamp
Okay.
off of Landing.
So if I'm looking at Blanding onto Longchamp, is this the pond?
No.
No, it goes down that way.
Goes this way?
Yeah, it goes all the way down that
Just
way.
straight down Club du Clay.
Yeah, like right here. See, it goes all the way down to that. So,
If you can show that to Dwayne, then he can get that, because I just want to get a signature on that one. I'll get the right one. So it's like further down here. Okay. You're doing good.
Never done it.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. She
I
wouldn't
beg-
let go of me.
I believe it.
I just wanted to tell her to stop talking about me.
Yeah. You and Chelsea.
And then I slashed her tire.
Yeah.
Then I got back in. And I said, look, I'm serious now.
Yeah.
You see
After
I'm
you
serious.
did retire. Okay, gotcha.
You
Yeah.
see I'm serious.
Okay.
And she said, fuck you. And she slapped me and grabbed me.
Okay.
I tried to pull her arms off, but she wouldn't let go. So I grabbed her, and she wouldn't let go.
Were
I
you?
should have let go.
Was she facing you, or were you behind her and she was facing out? How was she
I
positioned?
was behind the driver's seat, and she was behind the passenger
Yeah.
seat.
You guys were in the back
We were
seat
facing
together.
each other.
Y'all were facing each other. And did you use like your arms or your hands or something else?
She leaned over and went around me
Okay.
and just squeezed.
Okay. Around your chest or your neck or something?
It
else?
was kind of mid.
Okay.
She just
like that. Yeah. She's trying to. Like that. Like trying to.
Halfway up my chest
Yeah. Okay.
and just kind of on the back of my neck.
Sure. Yeah.
And I tried to pull away and she wouldn't.
Okay.
So I took my hands and
Moved her hands away.
I tried to move her away,
Okay.
and I thought my hands were around her shoulders.
Okay.
My hands were around her neck.
Okay.
And I turned and I went to push her down onto the seat,
Okay.
but my hands were on her neck.
Okay.
I thought I had her right here.
You thought you had her up here?
Yeah, I thought I
Okay.
had her like right here.
Yeah.
And I ended up coming down.
Okay.
And I just heard a pop.
Okay, you heard a pop sound. Okay.
And she just.
And you had both hands like this around this part of her neck? Could you feel a pop?
Yeah.
Okay, where did you feel it?
I just heard it, and then it felt like somewhere in here.
Okay. And when you after you heard the pop, what happened at that point? Do you remember? She just stopped moving. Okay.
It's gonna be Longchamp down Duclay. It's right here. It's covered with algae. Is that what you're talking about right there?
Is that the one? Okay. Would you mind just say pond and just today's date and your signature, please, sir?
Where's her phone at?
I threw it out the window.
Tell me where you threw it in.
I'm 295.
Like what about? What area?
In between Phillips and Gay Parkway, maybe?
Was that the Wednesday night after this happened? Okay, that's when you threw her phone out? Okay.
She had her phone with her when she got in the car.
Okay. Yeah. Now, what did you get out of her car? When you went back over to her car? I know you, because you went twice. You know, you puncture it, you come back, you talk to her, this all happens within a short period of time, but then you go back over to her car and go in. What do you get out of her car?
It was her makeup bag.
Got her makeup bag out? Okay. Did you get anything else out? Okay. And why did you get her makeup bag?
Well, I was freaking out. You know?
Sure. Okay. Do you remember what color it was?
It was like red.
Okay.
maybe.
And where is that? I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're today's
Threw it
the
out, too.
today's the 5th. Yeah, August the 5th. And then you can just sign it your name. Okay. And this is the pond right here. Okay. All right. When you pulled into here, did you go in the back? Where exactly? Could you tell me?
You can see here.
You can see it from right here.
Right here.
Mhm.
You pull in here and come to the left,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like a little driveway, but I mean it's grassed.
Yeah. Okay. Right here.
Yeah.
So no one's going to be able to see you because the closest house
There's
is like
a house
this one.
here.
Sure.
And there was a semi truck parked here.
Semi truck here. And where do you put her in the pond? Because it's a big area, and I want to go find her.
She's really not. She's not. She's close to the.
Like here, like in that area there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll put it like an X there, and you think that's kind of in the general area. Not that I'm holding you to that, but and what would she be wrapped in?
A blanket and plastic.
A blanket and plastic. Okay. Okay. You're doing the right thing. I want to be able to tell her family. Okay. Okay.
I didn't want this.
Okay.
Everything to stop.
Let me ask you one other thing. What was up with the text to her family?
I just freaked out.
Okay.
I got scared,
Sure.
and I thought maybe she's had tendencies to do things like with her ex and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Who'd you send the text to?
Her dad
Okay. Anybody else?
and her brother
Her dad and her brother you sent it to? Do you remember kind of what it said?
just said that was running off with a boyfriend.
Okay. All right. Did you send that to anybody else? Okay, just the dad and the boyfriend. Okay.
Did you ever get on her Facebook Messenger? No.
You didn't have her password for that or anything like that?
Were you
Okay.
ever trying to check her voicemails?
No.
No.
Okay. And when you left from there, after you sent the text messages, you get back up onto 295 and you are heading down, and then somewhere you said maybe
Like
Philip-
Phillips and Lee Parker came out. It was
Okay.
somewhere by the construction.
by the construction area. If you're driving, do you throw it out your driver's side or the passenger side or something else?
On my side.
Your driver's side, okay. And Phillips, and where do you think?
Phillips, somewhere between Phillips and Gay Parkway.
And Gate Parkway, okay. On 95,
Yeah.
okay. And her clothes you threw out today when you were going, because you said her clothes, you had taken her clothes off of her when you tried to burn her. And you threw those out the window as well. Was that like on the highway or a street or something else, or do you remember?
It was on the highway sometime this morning.
Early this morning?
On the way out.
Okay. What time do you think you went over there this morning? You said about 6:30 this morning? Okay. Okay. Now, I appreciate you being honest. I appreciate you being honest. Okay? You know, you... Okay.
She just wouldn't let go of me. And we went back and forth. And then I finally just swung her around.
Yeah. And you heard the pop in her neck.
Yeah.
And when you got back, you got out and you got the bag. You got back in the driver's side. Where is she in the car at that point when you leave there? She's just laying in the back seat. Okay.
So, do you think you broke her neck?
I guess.
Because you said when you were squeezing her, that's when you heard the pop, and then after that she didn't move anymore. Okay. I'm assuming, I'm not a doctor, but I'm assuming that will be okay. Is there anything maybe I forgot to ask you? Is there anything else you want to tell me?
I didn't mean to.
Okay.
I wasn't going there to.
You weren't
try
going
to
there to
hurt
try
her.
to hurt her.
No.
Okay.
Like I said, we hung out for. No.
Yeah.
She wouldn't let go of me.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Give me a few minutes to get some stuff together. And I'll convey what you've said to me. Okay. You want some more water or anything? No. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for
I
being honest.
I do want to tell you thank you for being honest. You know. Give me a few minutes, okay? Hey man, I wanted to just kind of clarify something with you real quick, can I? Okay. And I appreciate you just being honest about everything. And we're gonna work on now going and finding her. Whenever she starts grabbing you in the car, I know she slaps you. Does she do anything else?
She slaps me.
Okay.
She tries to slap me again.
Okay.
And I kind of grab her hand.
Yes, sir.
And I was the one who opened the door the first time.
Okay.
Pushed open, was going to try to push her out.
Okay.
And that's when she grabbed me around the neck.
And how she grabbed you like this?
She grabbed me here.
Okay. Okay. She's grabbing you like
Yeah.
this here. Okay. All right. That's what she does.
So I try to push her.
Okay. Sure.
And she won't let go of me.
Okay.
So she starts to hit me like on the side of my head and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so I've got her. Sorry,
Yeah. You're fine.
I've got her
You're
like
not-
here.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to,
Okay. Okay.
push her out of the car.
Okay.
And then she just keeps hitting me.
Okay.
And I swing her towards the back of the back seat.
Okay, so if you're, we're both sitting in the car. You're here. This is the back seat, right? So you're sitting here, and she's on this side, and you're doing that, and you're trying to push her out. And
I
then
open the door.
You open the door, okay? And then I'll just do it like this. And then if you're here, this is you, and this is her. You're grabbing. Well, here, just show me. Will you show me kind of what happened, best you can. Don't. I mean, are you okay? Do this for a second. I just want to kind of get a feel of where her head was. If you're not, you don't have to. Can do it. Is it too much? That's okay. That's all right. I don't want to push you to do anything you're uncomfortable doing. We'll shift gears for a second then. Tell me at your house, I know you go back home, you said, after you guys left there. And did you go straight to the backyard with her? Or did she stay in your car for a little bit? Or you go straight to the backyard? Okay. You're under a time, your roommate is going to come home later on. And you have a shovel, or what did you use?
I used a shovel.
Okay. And was there already a fire pit? Okay, so is it is it like bricks or is it just an area?
Just a little makeshift one with like garden bricks and stuff.
Okay, yeah. And you put her in that? Okay, so it had already been dug out. Okay, you put her in that. Did you cover her up with anything?
There was some wood already in there.
There was wood, and then you just put the wood on her and tried to burn it? Okay. And then she just stayed there until you moved her today? Right? Okay. And you don't have to show me. I just was curious, so I just want to, match up when we find her with her neck injuries and stuff. That's it. And maybe that'll explain, what happened. I'm not going to push you to do that. I appreciate it. You've done a lot by just kind of sharing where we can go find her. We're working on a team now that's going to be able to go do that, okay? And I'm conveying to the state attorney all the statements and everything that you've made, right? You can just sit over there. You're okay. Just for a minute. I'm going to go out there and finish talking to her. No, don't. I don't want you. You did. You did great. Okay. You did the right thing by sharing. All right? Hey. You did the right thing by sharing. Okay? Hey. Here, have a seat over here. You want some more water or anything?
No.
Okay. All right, give me just a few minutes. I'm going to go finish talking to her.
Stupid piece of shit, Lee. How could you do something like this? Fucking resort. God damn it, man. I'm sorry, Sven.
Couple of quick again that I did not ask. They want me to ask you. What is the little paring knife that you use on the tire? Where is that?
The garage of my house.
Your house in the garage? Like where in the garage?
It's in the knife set that it came in.
And the knife
I
set that it
walk
came
in and
in?
it's sitting right there on top of a coffee table.
On top of a coffee table. Okay. When you took her to the house the first time, did you go through the house or around the sides or something different? Through the house? Okay, went through the house. And what were you wearing that night? Do you remember?
Jeans, gray and blue shirt.
Was it like a t-shirt or a polo or?
It was just a t-shirt.
Okay. And where are those clothes?
I washed them.
You washed them? Was there anything on them?
No.
Okay. And where are they now? In the dryer or washer machine?
They're in my room.
In your room? Okay. Blue jeans and a gray t-shirt. Any like
Just
logos
dark
or
gray with
just
blue sleeves?
dark gray t-shirt with blue sleeves? Okay. Her makeup bag, where is that? With her clothes? Okay. All right. Yeah, I think that was the only other thing she wanted me to ask you. Trying to finish up everything now. And just, she knows she's watching through everything about you didn't mean to. Well, I'll tell you what, you did the right thing. I know. I get it. I appreciate you being honest and you telling us where she is for this family.
One girl hurt another girl.
Well, I know. Just a couple more minutes, hopefully. I'll get her.
Lee, can I ask you one more thing, buddy? I just have to, I need to know. You said you did this morning. Did you take your phone with you? Where was the phone at? Did you stop by Bonefish? This morning? You left it at your house? Oh, okay. Alright, well that makes sense. I was just wondering. Okay. Anything you want me to tell her mom? Okay. Do you have family here? Does your mom live here? She lives in McClenny. Hold tight for us for a little bit, okay? I'll be back in.
Damn it, man. Are you stupid? I realize you never know. Die while I'm in jail. Fucking idiot, Lee. Fucking stupid. You here? Jeez.
Okay, Haley, stay right there. I just want to thank you again for being truthful. Okay, we have, just to let you know, we located her. Okay, we'll walk you over, and then I'm gonna go talk with the family. And you're right, you did have that one for the driving, but it's just a local KPS. So the deal from here is you'll be booked in tonight, and then you'll make the first appearance tomorrow, depending on what time you get in or how full they are. It'll be first thing in the morning or the afternoon. Probably the afternoon at this time is what I'm thinking. And then at that point, you'll get to see the judge, and then you'll be assigned an attorney. But tonight you should be able to make your piece about a phone call. Okay.
Did you need to ask him?
Yeah, one other thing I just didn't want to bug you a minute ago. I was out there talking with her. One of the things I wanted to find, thank you, is y'all argued in the car initially first. Was she starting to strangle you or put her hands on you in any way, or you and her before you got out and did that to her tire, or was that only after you got back in the car?
It was after.
After, okay, so none of that happened. Before, it was just basically you telling her to leave you alone, and she wasn't
Going back and forth.
Okay,
About
okay.
the whole thing.
Okay, all right, okay. Thank you, I just wanted to clarify that for the state. Sure. All right.